Hello students, we will discuss of character of मिस्टर विंगले। ये जो करेक्टर है मिस्टर विंगले का ये प्राइड एंड प्रेजुडिस में है, ओके, जो कि जैन ऑस्टन ने नॉवेल लिखा है, ओके। हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे। Among the many points for which Jane Austen deserves the admiration as a novelist is her quiet ability to pair off her characters. She is a remarkable matchmaker. The woman and the man are suited to each other exactly, either for promoting each other's happiness or to plague each other. Just as we cannot think of a better pair than Lydia and Wickham, who are bound to ruin each other. Okay. फर्स्ट पॉइंट हमारा स्वीट नेचर। जस्ट एज वी कैन नॉट थिंक ऑफ अ बेटर पेयर देन लीडिया विकम who are bound to ruin each other, or Elizabeth and Darcy, who are ideas suited to each other. In a similar manner, we feel Jane and Bingley two are formed for each other. Their characters are remarkably alike, and the sweet-natured and gentle Jane finds an ideal partner in him, and he indeed makes her the happiest woman in the world by marrying her. Next है perfect features. Sweetness of temper, amiability and perfect gentlemanliness are the perfect features in the character of Bingley. He is a good-natured, unaffected, easy-going person. He is a rich man who can go through life without facing any problems, but he is without pride or conceit, and is in every way a contrast to Darcy. Indeed, in the beginning we wonder as to how the two come to be such fast friends. The steady friendship, which more a matter of differences than similarities of temperament. No two men could probably be less like each other than Bingley and Darcy. Of an easy, affected, engaging disposition, Bingley makes friends wherever he goes, stern and unwinding. With a stiff upper hip, Darcy, on the other hand, only makes enemies. They are both of them clever, though Darcy is the cleverer of two, and the upper middle class to which they belong imposes upon them a high standard of politeness. And good breeding. The difference between the two is well brought out by their reactions to the Meryton pupil. Bingley has come across no pleasanter pupil or prettier girls in his life. He meets them without formality or pride, and soon gets acquainted with everyone present. Jane Bennet he looks upon as an angel. Darcy, in the other hand, has moved in high fashionable society, so he finds Meryton pupil unfashionable, uninterested, countrified, fun, who he derives no pleasure. He considers that Jane Bennet is good-looking, but she smiles too much, and that Elizabeth is just tolerable. Next, impulsiveness of character. Thoughtless, snobbish, and without pride or conceit than Darcy. Yet he is completely under the influence of the latter. He is too easily influenced in his love affairs by the opinions of Darcy and his sisters. Miss Bingley and Mrs. Hurst he combines with this docility in impulsiveness of character which leads to renting Netherfield in the first place and bringing him into the Meryton vicinity. However, we find that his in part is due to his dislike of argument. He is comfortable when Elizabeth and Darcy argue on the qualities of friendship. Okay. Next, he is sensitive. Mr. Bingley, he is sensitive and he is afraid of being hurt. He would rather accept Darcy's opinion that Jane is not in love with him rather than asking her himself for fear of refusal. Mr. Bennet summed up his character in contrast with Jane. Your tempers are by no means unlike. You are each of you so compelling that nothing will ever be resolved on, so easy that every servant will cheat you, and so generous that you will always exceed your income. In fact, he is suitable counterpart to the gentle and angelic Jane. Okay. Next है irresolute and credulous. While Jane is too good-natured, he is too easily influenced. His amiability is therefore qualities by negativeness. If Darcy had played Iago, Bingley must have played others. It is something good that he admires, the superior discernment of his friend Darcy, but it is heavy when it is a blind devotion. Mr. Darcy is the eye of the mind of Mr. Bingley. Mr. Bingley is irresolute and credulous. He yields too easily, at least in the matter of his love. For Jane, he should have trusted himself, but as Darcy's letter to Elizabeth clearly acknowledged, it was Darcy who made up to mine for Bingley. Sincere as Darcy's attitude was, it reveals nevertheless a weakness of Bingley's tempers, while at the time disclosing the implicit knowledge that Bingley placed upon his friend's understanding. Elizabeth understands this weakness of his and blames him for being led by the nose and such a purely personal matter as his own marriage. She cannot excuse him since his want of independence affects another person, and that to a tender-hearted girl like Jane. Altogether, Bingley does show a tendency to play second fiddle to his friend and follow his master's voice implicitly, but when we realize that the object of his worship is fully deserving of such adorations, we are disposed to sympathize with him. But as a husband, we are sure he will love and cherish Jane forever, the warmth of his real affections will not be cooled down by the passage of time. They are both of them clever, though Darcy is the cleverer of the two, and the upper middle class to which they belong imposes upon them a high standard of politeness and good breeding. The difference between the two is well brought out by their reactions to Meriton pupil. Bingley has come across no pleasanter people or prettier girls in his life. He meets them without formality or pride and soon gets acquainted with everyone present. Jane Bennet he looks upon as an angel. Darcy, in the other hand, has moved in high fashionable society. So he finds Meriton pupil unfashionable, uninterested, countrified, firm, who derives no pleasure he considers than Jane Austen is good looking, but she smiles too much, and that Elizabeth is just tolerable. Thoughtless, snobbish, and without pride or conceit, that Darcy, yet he is completely under the influence of the latter. He is too easily influenced in his love affairs by the opinion of Darcy and his sisters, Miss Bingley and Miss Hurst. He combines with this. However, we find that he is in the part due to his dislike of argument. He is comfortable when Elizabeth and Darcy argue on the qualities of relationship, while Jane is too good natured.